guys, welcome back. So I'm just going to kind of show you what I've been kind of going through. This is the Desert Moon Wellness. This is where the hyperbaric oxygen chamber is. This is what's really helped me health wise, and maybe if they'll let me film inside, you know, I'll show you kind of what's inside there, and you can kind of see how it is and everything. For me, it's really helped. You know, like when I get in the chamber, some people might find it claustrophobic. I kind of find it comforting, like my safe zone. So for my anxiety, I feel like really safe and stuff in there. So that's kind of helped me out with that. And they're super nice in here. They're great. And we'll see if they'll let us film. So this is the chamber on the inside. They'll close the door, and then they'll start compressing you down. And then once you get down to a certain area or certain depth, they call it, put on the mask. You just sit here and breathe and just relax. You really can't have electronics or anything while you're in here. It is kind of claustrophobic if some people are claustrophobic. But like I said, I find it settling. You know, really calm my nerves down because I feel safe in here. So this is like basically what it is. And then what they do is they just don't leave you in here. They come back and forth, check on you through the windows, make sure everything's okay, how you're breathing, how you're, you know, your ears pop, stuff like that. So it's a very neat experience. Makes you feel really good. Sometimes you feel energetic getting out. Sometimes you feel sleepy because sometimes it just relaxes you. So for me, it relaxes me. So anyway, that's kind of what it's like sitting here in the little tube. All right, I'm here with Janelle. She's the runner of this place. She's gonna be real nice enough to kind of go over what I've gone through and kind of show around this facility she has, and I'll let her talk.
Hi, how's everyone doing? We're very honored to support Nick on his journey. Thank you for trusting us, Nick. And,
Yes.
Yeah, so we've been diving in literally into your wellness journey, and it's been just such an honor to support you.
They are the best, I'll tell you that. So I've been to 1 month to the day.
Yeah,
I've been going
to
here.
the day.
So what did I look like when I first came in?
Wow, man.
Compared to that.
I love that smile I see right now on your face,
Yeah.
and the energy right now, and I feel like you have come so far. You have come so far. You've been doing all this yourself, and that's what I really want you to know, is that it's you doing the magic and the healing. These modalities just supporting you, so give yourself a big hug.
That's correct, because you know what, the other doctors, they just want to prescribe you stuff, and they don't seem to care as much as Janelle does, and her team here.
Oh, thank you. And that's why we love the Hyperbaric so much. This way it supports your body naturally, reducing inflammation and increasing circulation. The chamber doesn't know what's going on with you.
No. For me, I can tell what my body's doing in there. I can feel a difference.
Yeah, it has no idea why you're in there, but it's supporting your body as a whole, and that's like the magic of hyperbarics. Is like, it has no idea if you broke a toe or bum elbow, like, you know, but the way it supports you, the way it decreases inflammation and increases circulation, it creates an environment where our mitochondria can thrive and our cells can just support us. And so it's, you've seen, Nick, how amazing it is to support you. Like, your body is grateful. It's like it's starting to flow in a grateful state.
Yes, even I don't know if I told you this, but when I went back to my neurologist, they had 4 doctors looking at me. They're like, "What are you doing?" Because they didn't expect me to be walking as good as I was. So when I came in, you started me on the PEMF mat. I think you moved it. You moved stuff around.
I know. So we've been moving stuff around. So when you first started, we'll have to walk back over there. But we did our nervous system assessment with these little cable jumper looking things, so we could see where you were at in that moment. You know, so we were able to assess your nervous system, your energy, your chakras, your meridians. just kind of see like where we're at. And then from there, we had you start off with the brain tap, which is brainwave entrainment, binaural beats, light frequencies to help train the pilot of what's going on. You
can see the lights in the earpieces, and then they actually flash up in there.
So this is one of my favorite tools. I call it the cherry on top. It's one of the most powerful.
It's very subconscious. It's like you're being hypnotized in a way.
And that's the thing is like what we discovered is a lot of times we get stuck in loops, whether it's emotional or even physical, our brain. So we really got to protect the brain, support it. And as we go through something, it's the most important because our brain's so smart. It wants to protect us, but there's nobody's doing the healthiest patterns.
Right.
So we're going to do this brain tap, and I know you love it.
Yeah, it does work.
So, but we don't just do brain tap by itself. I mean, you could sit
Yes.
there and do it if you want to.
And they did like I said, the PEMF mat with it,
So,
and it convinced me to actually buy one.
yes. So you did it here. This is our favorite mild PEMF mat right here, the line mat. 30 pounds of crystals with frequencies that help us. This magical mat, I love it so much because it really helps support the nervous system and the body and get the stuff out of the nervous system so that it's not just circulating, and then we're training the brain at the same time. So it's a really great stuff.
And to people that don't believe in it, it sounds kind of hokey, but it works. Because I wouldn't have bought the mat if I didn't think it worked. And I use it 2 times a day. Even with the frequencies, the lower the frequency is not so bad, but the higher the frequency, you can feel it. So, and it doesn't get that high of a frequency that some other places.
Yeah, it's mild but effective.
Yes.
Right? And so I'm so happy to have this at home now.
Yes.
As we talk about, like, your foundation is so important as you continue this journey, and we'll always be here to help you with our arsenal, but it's really important that your arsenal really supports it too.
Right. So then that really helped me out because I was stressed of what I was going through. Because the carbon monoxide poisoning and everything put me through panic attacks, and it was like having strokes. So that really helped me with especially with the oxygen, because the oxygen chamber cleared out the lungs. It made me feel better. That's the first thing I felt going in there. I just felt like I could breathe again. Yeah.
Yes, that's supportive, and they just work so synergistically together. So
right.
I'm glad that you love that.
And then
You know the light.
Yeah, and then the one last thing now, what I'm doing to help build up my strength back, at least I can feel it, is the
light bed.
The light bed.
And you love the inflammation is a really great setting that you're doing. So it might be a little sensitive for some people, but it's the green and red infrared pulsing. ARC's done an amazing job with frequency and the belief system that our cells vibrate in communication, and that's really helps with the energy. And so very, very powerful bed, as you know.
Yes, and I can feel like tingling through my body through it.
Yeah.
See, so you can kind of,
Like, woo!
yeah. It's green and yellow and all sorts of different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, we can also, and I know you also like this one, the red infrared one.
Yeah. And it's just like a tank bed. It doesn't get hot or nothing. I mean, it gets a little warm, but not like hot. So, but that's what I'm doing now, is with that.
Yeah, so.
And then that's the ones I've been doing, but what else do you do?
What else? So, that was the mild PMS. We also do high intensity. That's what the blue one is of this, cycle. So this is really great for restoring energy to the cells and giving the cells energy that you need. That machine there is one that definitely helps you walk out and feel better in one day.
Oh, in one day?
Yeah. Like, if you have any really issues with your tissues that are causing some pain, it just helps. So powerful, very powerful. We have Addison that helps with microcirculation, targeted light pads, NanoV that helps with protein folding within the cell, and oxidative stress. And so everything we have here just really supporting your mind and body on a cellular level so you can thrive your best.
Yeah. and it does work.
It does, yeah.
It does work, at least for me.
Thank you, Nick.
I appreciate you, and like I said, well, I'm still going to be coming here for quite some time because I'm not fully there yet, but I'm so glad that you helped me out so far.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you.
All right. Yeah, so that's my my little journey that I've been going through. I'm still suffering a little bit with some anxiety. I'm not getting the feeling down in the chest anymore. I figured that that's kind of what I'm doing there, is I'm controlling my breathing. There's anxiety does weird stuff. I've never gone through any of this stuff, so like I said, when I first went to the hospital and everything, because I was asking for oxygen, they thought I was having just panic attacks, and which, don't get me wrong, some of that was stress and anxiety, but they couldn't find nothing wrong. I don't know if you guys go back a few videos, how I was looking at, what was that? Oh, the thyroid. I was looking into maybe it's thyroid or something like that, because there was something definitely wrong. Because I was getting headaches and stuff like that. Well, all these symptoms were from, slow progressive carbon monoxide poisoning from the stove. So I was breathing it in for 6 months or whatever. So the anxiety built up from that, and then when I was actually in the hospital and I was going through stroke-like symptoms, that just threw my anxiety over the top. And then they were just saying, "Oh, it's a panic attack. It's a panic attack." Yeah, and I'm like going, "No, something's wrong," because I know my body, something's wrong. It's just not, I've never had anxiety in my life. And so I was getting all these weird symptoms. Well, anyway, so it really threw me for a loop. Some of them might have been panic attacks and that, but in the blood work, it did show carbon monoxide poisoning. Very slight, and a lot of the doctors, because they're not trained for it. After I've done a lot of research and watched other doctors talk about it, like the little oxygen thing they put on your tip of your finger, that gives bad readings for carbon monoxide. So are they trained to know that? No. They just think, oh, you're getting 100% oxygen, you're 90% or whatever it is, you're fine, your breathing's fine, blah blah blah. So but that gives it inaccurate reading. The only way you can really tell is, well, of course, if it like if it was a major one where you just fainted and whatever like that, then that's different, because it's carbon monoxide poisoning. But over the sorry, my hand got a little tired. But over the long run, you're breathing it in low, just really slowly and everything like that. And so, like I said, mine was like a smoker level for in my blood. And they're like, oh, it's not that. Well, then what are they called? Venomous? No. The gases. The blood test for the gases. Anyways, carbon monoxide, and then it's called then, I do believe. Anything, and this is coming from a carbon monoxide doctor that's treated these before, anything over 2.0 in a non-smoker is high. So and mine was like 2.8 or something like that. So there's really it doesn't happen that often to where the emergency rooms and all that look into it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I don't blame them, but some of the doctors, they're just uncaring, and that makes a huge difference. You want a doctor to be caring for you, at least listen to you in that, and a lot of them just didn't do that for me. They were just kind of like, no, it's just panic attack, it's just this, that, and then I'd even tell them, and they still wouldn't believe you. So it gets very frustrating, and anyway, so I've always been kind of a holistic type anyway. So all the supplements and everything, if I can stay off of the hard stuff, I'm going to try and do it. It does take a while. You know, it's not like you could just take some magnesium right away and, oh, yeah, the next day you're going to feel better. No, you have to take it for quite some time till your body, you know, re-regulates. So, you know, it's just not as simple, like just take a pill. Like when I take the Xanax, works within 15 minutes. I'm trying not to take it. Sometimes I have to, because, you know, I have to go somewhere or something, and it's just too hard to deal with it at the time. If I prepare for it, I still take the Xanax with me just in case. But, you know, I haven't taken the Xanax in 2.5 days. So, see, I'm trying to get off of it. There are little tricks, like I said, that for the anxiety that helps me. The oxygen chamber, awesome. You know, and all them there at Desert Wellness, I can't be more blessed with them. And my other doctor up in Salt Lake that I've been going to forever, and he's, you know, I'm probably going to say this wrong, but 𝐂𝐮EOlogy, where he does the muscle testing and everything. He's the one that caught the carbon monoxide, and you know, and if it wasn't for him, and then he's the one that's giving me all these supplements and everything to help me get better. So, you know, on that, so I'm improving. Mentally, I forget things, or like words and stuff like that. But I'm back mentally. I can think normally again. I do have some struggles spiritually right now. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm just kind of feels like I'm struggling. And this might just be, you know, let me just put it this way. So Jesus once said in one of his parables that, you know, when a sheep, you know, gets lost from its shepherd, and that sheep eventually comes back, that shepherd is more happy for that sheep that actually came back than the flock. I feel like that lost sheep right now. You know, that's the best way I can explain it. You know, I just feel like that I'm not good enough yet, you know, like, even though I might be, but I just feel like, you know, I'm not all the way back to that, being spiritually connected. I'm close, but I keep faltering, and a lot of it is because I think I got too much time on my hands now. And so, but unfortunately my body's not strong enough to do stuff yet. So back to the anxiety, you know, praying has helped. Cold showers when I get tension through my neck and like my arms, and sometimes the tingling in my toes and my hands. The cold showers really help there. Like I said, the breath work for the chest. My chest, I haven't had any tingling in the chest or anything like that for a while. So maybe I've got that under control. I mean, it is what it is. And then I've come to the conclusion that because it was hard to go out and do things, you know, because of the anxiety and just being around people and stuff. I'm getting better at going out and doing things, and getting used to things. So anxiety is really really something different that I'm not used to. Because like I said, I've had anxiety before, but it was more like, oh, you know, like, it was definitely controllable. But I think where my body got so weak and tired, the anxiety kind of took over a little bit. So anyway, yeah, you know, and before when people tell me that they had anxiety, you know, you just said, well, just calm down. You can't. You can't. You got to rewire your brain somehow, and that's what I'm trying to do. So we're figuring it out. It's still going to take me a while. I'm doing really good for, like I said, on about the 24th through the 28th is when I went through all those. Man, I don't know if you want, like I said, the panic attacks, if you want to call them panic attacks, or like I said, the stroke-like symptoms. They were definitely stroke-like symptoms to me, because like my whole arm would just go like numb, and then I'd lose speech and stuff like that. So, you know, so really I'm doing really, really good for where I'm at. Like I said, it's only been about a month, so I'm just really surprised myself, and that's a positive note. So, and well, it's gonna be a while. Still sitting here, look at all the dust. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. But like I said, I have to get feeling better before I finish this up. And like I said, the epoxies and stuff like that. So I learned that my mask was recalled. I think I told you about that. And I said, stop using it right away, blah, 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 you know, because it's known not to work. So I'm like, oh, crap. So I've probably been breathing in those epoxies too. You know, and so the epoxies in like the Bondo and the fiberglass and stuff like that. So, oh man. So that probably screwed me over a little bit too, you know, over this time. So like I said, I have to get feeling better. I'm going to have to buy a whole new different mask and, you know, other little things, but we'll get back to the car. I haven't driven it. It's just sat here. I don't even know if it starts. But I don't know. Maybe we'll try to take it for a spin here in a couple of days, because I've been feeling pretty good these last 3-4 days. So we'll see. All right. I appreciate everybody sticking with me. It's going to be a little bit of a battle for me, but we'll get back there. I'm positive. Staying positive. I got a few other things with my cardiologist I have to do, just in case something did happen, like if it weakened my heart or something like that. So I got like a PET CT scan, whatever they call, and then a few other things that I have to go through. You know, just to be safe and sure, just in case there is something wrong. Because it does feel like sometimes, like when I'm laying down, my circulation isn't doing that very well, or doing that well, because like I get tingling in the feet. It might not be. I don't know. It might be just because I've been so weak and I haven't really been able to do a lot of exercise. I mean, like right now I could walk around and stuff, but how much more, you know, can I do? Because if I do too much, then I just get totally wiped out. But these last 4 days, I have eaten a lot, so my nutrition is starting to come back. So before, I just wasn't really that hungry, and I was trying to force myself to eat. So we're getting there, and like I said, well, I'm gonna try my best for you guys, and hopefully we'll get back to the car. You know, probably won't be till next year, but we'll see. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you next time. And like I said, thanks to Janelle and Corey and all them there at Desert Wellness. They've really helped me improve a lot. And maybe I'll talk more about that if people are interested. If you're interested more in that type of stuff, I'll do more videos and I'll kind of explain them a little bit more on like how I feel and stuff like that. So just leave a comment down below and we'll talk about it. All right, see you guys next time.